What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. FantasyTeamAdvisors.com, bringing home the bacon NBA DFS video. It is Thursday. It is December 21st, and we are back with another video. So, we have 6 games on this slate. So, if you've been here before or you've never been here before, we do it a little bit different. We're going to go through the article you see on the screen. Now, this article will be in the description of the video, so if you could please click on it just to know that so we can see that you have been, looking at it or what you're looking at on the website. That would be awesome. We have a ton of information, NFL, we've got NBA, so we are going to have all of that for you. You can go to FantasyTeamAdvisors.com, check out FTA Plus. We do have a couple of ways to win free content. If you want to, and you find this video helpful, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and after we get through the projections, stick around. I will tell you how to win free content on FantasyTeamAdvisors.com. So, that being said, 3 top, 3 mid, and 3 value picks at each position is what we're going to go with. These are our early projections. The value really opens up throughout the day once a lot of these players are in or out. The biggest one, I think, if Giannis is actually out of this game, it's going to open up a lot of value, specifically Bobby Portis. I'm very excited about him, but it will really just depend on if Giannis is in or out. So that's the big key we're looking at now. If you want to look real quick at the odds, as of now, we've got not a ton, a lot of close games here. Utah, Detroit, 1.5 point spread, 238 over under. New Orleans, Cleveland being a 2.5 point favorite as of now with a 226.5 over under. We do have Indiana versus Memphis, so this is Indiana on a second game of a back-to-back. Whether or not that's going to be a factor, they're still opening up with a 247.5 over under, which is huge. And Indiana being a 4.5 point underdogs to Memphis, so definitely something to pay attention to. Clippers at OKC. OKC 3.5 over under, or 3.5 spread. There is no over under currently. And then San Antonio, Chicago. We've got 3.5 spread for Chicago and a 230 over under. And then Orlando, Milwaukee, 6.5 spread with Milwaukee being a 6. Now this one probably will change, obviously, if Giannis is in or out. 239.5 over under. And for some reason, these 2 games are not on the slate. It's 6 games. I don't know why. I'm very confused about it, but whatever. But yeah, so that being said, we are going to go over this article, and like I said, at the end, we'll tell you how to win. There's 2 different ways to win. If you've been here before, you know, but if you have not, definitely we will go through it. So, looking at the point guard, you got Tyrese Halliburton here, 51 fantasy points. I love him in this matchup. I've got him as the picture of the video and the article. We got SGA at 50 fantasy points, Donovan Mitchell 49, mid-tier, Devin Vassell 33, Keontae George 32, TJ McConnell 30. Then our value, Chris Dunn 27, Jaden Ivey 26, and Jeremy Sokin at 26 so far. Moving to the shooting guard position, we've got Paul George at 42 fantasy points, Cade Cunningham 41, Desmond Bane 40. Max Strus, 32, Karis LeVert, 31, and Josh Giddey, 30 for our mid-tier picks. And then our value, Malik Beasley, 25, Malachi Branham, 24, and Terrence Mann, 24 fantasy points as well. Now, I have had questions. These are basically middle to floor or floor to middle projections. So, like I said in yesterday's video, I was a huge fan of Embiid. Wouldn't be surprised if he scored 75. I think he scored 77. It's just, you can kind of see when players are in a really good matchup, whether or not they're going to go off or not. That's another thing. So I really like Halliburton in this one, especially with the over-under, and then if they're playing from behind, he might be chucking it up a little bit more. So small forward, Kawhi Leonard, 44 fantasy points. Lauri Markkanen, 41. DeMar DeRozan, 40. Mid-tier, France Wagner, 38. Benedict Mathurin at 33. And Chris Middleton, 32. And then your value, Norman Powell, 28. Alex Caruso, 28. And Oscar Thompson, 28 fantasy points. Moving to the power forward, you got Victor Wembanyama at 45 fantasy points. Kawhi Leonard 44, Paolo Banchero 40. Mid-tier, Patrick Williams 30, Jalen Williams 30, and Obi Toppin 28. And then your value picks, Bobby Portis 27, Isaac Okoro 26, and Dean Wade at 25 fantasy points. Finally, the center position. It is kind of a wasteland at center position unless you use like Wembanyama or you use other players that have power forward / center capability. Just going strictly off center, not a ton of huge options that I would enjoy. You got Nikola Vucevic at 40 fantasy points, Jaren Jackson Jr. 38, Miles Turner 37, mid-tier, Jarrett Allen 35, Zubac 33, and Walker Kessler 33. And then your value right now, Brook Lopez 29, Wendell Carter Jr. 26, and Zach Collins 26. So those are just some of the plays. If you want to see the rest, go to FantasyTeamAdvisors.com. We have all of them out. We have, on top of these plays here, if you don't know, we have simulation models. We have DFS minutes played. We've got fantasy points allowed by position. We've got Vegas odds, which will be updated. We've got our player projections. So these are some of the player projections, but we've got more player projections, both Fanduel and DraftKings. Go check that out. NBA DFS Chalk. Again, if you're playing cash, in cash games, you want to go with the chalk, meaning you want to be with the crowd. So you can see who's got projections, ownership, and you can go with that for cash. For tournaments, you want the exact opposite. You want to find those players that are very highly projected to be owned, and you want to go a little bit lower. That's how you get a little differentiation there. For cash games, you're looking for 6.5 times value, both sites. So whatever their salary is, projection, look at that. But the target 6.5 would be 6 or 6.5 times what their salary is. Tournaments, 7.5, upwards of 8 plus. You got to get lucky a little bit to take down a tournament there. So, like I said, 2 ways to win. Like this video. If you find this video helpful, like it, subscribe, and leave a comment. So, a comment picker will pick you up. If we get 50 likes, someone will win a free week of DFS content. If we get 100 likes, someone will win a free month. 125 likes, someone will win a free year. And if any of our videos get 150 likes, you leave a comment, you are a YouTube subscriber, you have a chance to win a lifetime pass. Another way to win, completely free, like the video, be a subscriber, and tell me who is going to score the most amount of DraftKings fantasy points and how many are they going to score on DraftKings. Now, it's whoever's closest without going over. So, I don't know what's wrong, but I've been trying to give away stuff, free stuff. All you got to do is like the video and leave a comment. I think we had 2 people choose a player yesterday. So if you find it helpful, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you have not checked out what we have to offer, NBA is not the only thing. We've got NFL. We've got a volume report. That'll be out and updated. We've got fantasy football snap counts. We've got red zone stats. We've got our projected ownership. Usually comes out Fridays, and it's all for the main site. We're obviously not going to do it for Thursday night football game. And then we have, I believe, 2 Saturday games for NFL. So we do have NFL content there. We will have our projections out. Usually that comes out Friday. I do believe I'm going to get the rankings out sometime Thursday is my goal. So sometime today, I will get those out. I'm going to probably do a video on Friday about it. And then we update them early Sunday morning. And we post it to Reddit, and everyone loves that. So you can go check that out. We have fantasy points allowed by position, which is updated. We have, obviously, Vegas odds, which we update. Usually we update it Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It just depends if the lines do move. We got our cheat sheet. So just like with baseball and other sports, we have each position. We have usually, depending on the position and whatever, like 5 to 10 different players we like at each position. So that's on the cheat sheet. That also has optimal lineups. Again, the optimal lineups are just a great starting point. They are not a end-all, be-all, just copy-paste. So they're a great starting point. You use that along with all of our other tools to make you a better DFS player. On top of that, we have our Bacon Station, which is our matchup tool. So you can definitely check that out. It goes through every single game, and we look at that. I've done videos. If you guys are interested, I could do a video on it again. I don't know if you guys are interested in it enough. We have our chalk, same thing like I said with NFL and NBA. Chalk, it's the same. And then we have prop bets. So we do have FTA Plus, which has DFS, but we also have DFS and sports betting for you guys. A Discord channel down below. Click the link in the description. We're trying to get more people in there and more talk throughout the day. So that's what I've got in this video. Good luck on this Thursday slate, and we will be back Friday for some NBA content as well. Good luck, and as always, let's bring home some bacon. Peace.